It's 4 p.m. here on the Sage Projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM, and that means it's game time. Video game journalism courtesy of The Lab Video Game TV. That's thelabvideogametv.com, where our game is never over. Released in early access April 27, 2026 on Steam by developer Pokolu and publisher Proteus Interactive. What we have here is a not-so-friendly reminder why selling your soul is never a good idea. Enter the afterlife in Mycelium, the Silent Contract, a single or four-player co-op extraction experience where you signed a questionable contract with an equally questionable corporation that makes you its slave in the afterlife, collecting something called mycelium and mushrooms, among other specimens, in order to free yourself from said slave contract. If you're a fan of co-op gameplay, extraction experiences, this may be for you. Play in dozens of procedurally generated locations with dynamic weather conditions, each with their own blend of hazards, predators, and puzzles. Upgrade, strategize, team up. I'd also say question your life and afterlife choices, but hey, it's a little too late for that now. If this looks and sounds like a fit, grab it on Steam, thanks to the publisher for the Steam key. Released April 30th, 2026 on Steam by developer and publisher Scriptorium Artis. Penance, a contemplative narrative horror experience, are the words of the developer. Unravel a dark, ancient truth as Elias, a monk who has lost his mentor through questionable circumstances. Your past teacher still guides you from beyond, though, in this eerie, heavily Christianity-inspired journey. The art style was what got my attention. You set off on a journey through 7 canonical hours-based phases, fixed times for Christian prayer, lauds, vespers, and compline, on a pilgrimage to bring an end to a sinister secret society disguising itself as an honorable and noble monastery, using a unique guilt and faith mechanic, requiring you to constantly manage your morality and spiritual state. Concentrate, purify, and defend, using your staff in this slow and deliberately paced horror experience. The controls and overall mechanics will require some getting used to, and perhaps could use a bit more thought and refinements on the devs' part. But if this outside-the-box indie experience looks and sounds like a fit, give it a shot on Steam, thanks to the developer for the Steam key.
Penance, a narrative and contemplative horror experience.
Set for a digital release May 19th, 2026 on Steam, Xbox Series, Switch 1 and 2, and PS5 by developer Kritzelkrats and publishers Einen Games, Iron, and Tozai Games, with the help of marketing team PR Hound, with a physical release pushed to August 11th, 2026 due to worldwide logistic constraints, and the collector's edition moved to a winter 2026 release. R-Type Dimensions 3 is coming soon for all the retro and classic gamers and younger gamers who love shoot-'em-up experiences from the 80s and 90s. There is even a mechanic which allows players to switch from modern to classic looks seamlessly. If you think you're ready to return to what's arguably the toughest gaming genre ever created with modern-day refinements, then wishlist and grab this on your platform of choice, thanks to PR Hound for the PS5 key. With a release date yet to be announced, but expected in early access on Steam soon, by Dennis Dyack, the creative director behind Eternal Darkness and a Legacy of Kain, of indie publishing and development company Apocalypse Studio. Prepare for Deadhaus Sonata, a third-person narrative and action-focused dark fantasy ARPG where you can take on this experience alone or co-op with 5 others as a potentially savage, unstoppable force or unit. Enter a world on the brink of destruction, Malorum. Entwine yourself in the world of the undead with powers and abilities beyond mere mortal awareness. You are a vampire, and to grow, become stronger, enhance your abilities, and satisfy your bloodlust, you must feed on your mortal enemies. Explore fortresses, kingdoms, ruins, and ancient lands, where you unravel truths and discover hidden lore, with a fully voice-acted story, a choice mechanic which shapes your character and destiny, a deep customization and upgrade system. this may be the dark adventure into the realm of the undead followers have been waiting for. Check it out on Steam to see if it indeed is. PC gamers with anything less than a GeForce RTX 3060 or its equivalent need not apply though, thanks to Player Found for the Steam key. Set for a May 15th, 2026 release on Steam by indie developer and publisher UFO Crash Games. If you were, or still are, a fan of the arcade classic Centipede, then Centipede Simulator may be the casual arcade-like experience for you. Personally, I find both centipedes and spiders quite disturbing to say the least, even though where I come from, centipedes in particular can be commonplace. And while I wish them no harm, I do wish them far, far away from me. But hey, if you disagree and always dreamed of slithering around on dozens of legs eating crickets, this may be the disturbing experience for you. Be a predator and prey all at the same time, as you eat, dodge, survive through multiple game modes and couch co-op split screen with some decent visuals and potentially addictive gameplay mechanics. If you're into this sort of thing, if your phobias don't get in the way, thanks to the developer for the Steam key.